Good morning. It is Sunday and it's the 28th of July and I have just left. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and I am on my way to FIBRE East. Yay, how exciting. I'm actually really nervous. I've had a few messages from different people who I know from YouTube and Instagram, and we're all going to be hopefully bumping into each other, which is exciting. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, we're going to be bumping into each other, which is very exciting. I've just seen 2 magpies as well. That's a good, actually let's go this way. Oh, I've just seen 2 more magpies. Oh, this is a good omen. Maybe I'm going to find all the perfect yarn. Yes, anyway, I'm excited and nervous and babbling. I'm not really going to film much of the journey because it's going to be on the motorway and I don't have any children in the car to operate the camera. So I will see you when I get to Bedford. Currently trapped behind a white van doing no miles an hour with another white van right up my bumper. It is, I've just arrived, it's about 9:35, so I'm a little bit early and I'm looking out for my sister who should be here soon as well, and it is pouring with rain. Absolutely typical. I'm wearing white trainers and I have no coat. Fingers crossed that that magpie luck kicks in and the rain goes away and I don't completely ruin my trainers. Lots of people arriving. The very nice ladies at the entrance have just let me in to use the loo because I'm a bit early, and I'm sitting in my car listening to the rain thinking I really need to go to the loo. It's quite chilly and the rain is, it wasn't supposed to be. When I checked the weather forecast yesterday, there was no rain forecast and it was supposed to be mid to late 60s Fahrenheit. So I'm unprepared. I don't have a coat and I don't even have any knitwear. The only thing I have is a really dodgy acrylic yarn shawl with fringe that I made when I first started to learn to crochet. And I'm not sure if I can wear that into a yarn festival where there is going to be amazing works of yarny art. Not sure if I could get away with it. People are going to be like, what is that? No, they won't. Yarny people are too nice. I found Sandra. Hello. Looking at yarn. Which stall are we at? Suffolk Socks. We're at Suffolk Socks. At the same time? Yeah. And you freaked me out because she texted me and said, are you in your car?
I have spies.
Everywhere. Ellie. Oh no, Ellie.
I'm Ellie.
Lorraine. And Claire.
And Adam at the back there.
And Adam. But no Barbara. No Barbara.
No. She's busy.
We're talking about Barbara at breakfast. We'll have to bring her one day.
Yeah, you should just bring her on a trolley. beautiful things.
Backwards, isn't
oh, there
it?
she is.
Beautiful things.
Beautiful things. And here are all her beautiful things.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. Check out the new tea.
Oh, she's very professional. Massive moon face. We're in the car and we're going to have our lunch. We're like a couple of old ladies.
This is nice. Got our lunch. It's rainy. It's a bit damp. Pickle.
What have you got? We've got 2 balls of fade yarn. And knit them together to make one.
Gradient yarns.
Yeah.
And but I haven't bought anything. And we've met a lot of very, very, very nice people. Indeed. Jenny's water bottle. What does it do? Does it do something?
Well, after you finish your feet, you can fold it down so it takes up less space.
It even makes a satisfying noise. Available from all good shops that sell them.
I can send Ali the recipe if you want.
They are incredible.
We found Sophie, but more importantly, she has cookies.
Hi! I'm not vlogging today!
Looking for the toilet in an empty corridor. We feel a bit dazed and confused. So much yarn. It's about 4 o'clock now. I feel like I'm losing my voice a bit and I can't feel my feet. And I have a headache. But we did find our yarn. We were very successful. Yes.
And pom-poms.
Pom-poms. Where's the pom-poms? I can't get my... Sorry. Pom-pom. 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 Are we actually walking towards the car park?
I think
It's about 9 o'clock. We've just put Phoebe to bed. Got home at about 20 to 7. And I am pooped. We had such a lovely day, Jenny and I. And we realised after we got back to the car that we'd left out an entire bit and it took us long enough to get through the rest of it. So, yeah, we missed an entire section of FIBRE without even realising it. But the bits we did see were amazing. We had such a good time and we met so many gorgeous, lovely, lovely people. And I'm hoping I have a photograph to insert here at some point as well. I can't even speak. I'm so tired. And I need to show you what I've bought, but the light has kind of gone. Oh, and I thought I'd turned on the lamp, but I think I might have turned it on and then turned it off again. Anyway, I need to show you the stuff that I've bought. So what I'm going to do is wait for daylight tomorrow, do a little video of it, and then put it in at the end of this before I upload it. But right now, I'm going to have a glass of wine and a chocolate biscuit. and I'm going to go and put my feet up. So thank you to everybody that I met today for saying hello or for letting me say hello to you. Thank you, Sophie, for the cookie. And thank you to Joe for the little mystery box, and to Lorraine for the lovely yarn, and to Ellie and to Lou and to everybody that I met. And I've missed loads of names out. I know I have. I don't know my own name, to be fair, at this point. But we had a brilliant, brilliant time.
Okay, so I'm a little bit more coherent this morning and we have better light. So I thought I'd share with you the things that I got yesterday. I think this is everything. I don't think I'm missing anything. But so my yarn purchases. I was very restrained. I wanted to get some dark blue or purple or even black yarn, or a very dark grey for my As If tee, which I would like to make. It's a pattern by Shay Johnson, I think her name is, and it's knit and crochet she is. And I found the perfect colour. The reason I want to go for such a dark colour is because I will wear it mainly, and I want to be able to wear the garment once I've made it. So this is Triskelion yarns. It's their worsted weight, which the pattern calls for. So I need 2 of these, and the colourway is Penumbral. It's a really beautiful yarn. It's very, very soft. It's Blueface Leicester, which I love. It's quite a rustic yarn. I wouldn't say it was itchy, but I'm not bothered really by itchy rustic yarns. I quite like them. And then to go with it, for the lace part, I got a lovely mohair from Banshee Yarns. They had a lovely stall. My sister got a really nice skein of yarn from them. This is their mohair lace, and it is called Nightmare, which is brilliant. So I really love that combination. But in my hunt for the worsted weight yarn, I had quite a nice chat with Zoe at the Owl About Yarn stand, and they have a yarn range called Cartreff yarn, I hope I'm saying that right, which is a Welsh yarn, and they had all kinds of colours. So right at the end of the day, when I knew that I'd found my blue, I went back and thought, do you know what, I'm going to buy some of that because I'm really, really interested in it. It feels lovely, it looks lovely, I like the whole thing behind it. And I'd bought this pom-pom, this fireworky type pom-pom, and I thought that this orange really brought out the orange in the pom-pom. So I'm going to make a cabled hat. Oh, this is a sort of heavy DK, by the way. And it's 66% Welsh mule and 33% Blueface Leicester. Really lovely rustic feel to it. Love that orange. And I think I'm going to make the olive and jack hats, which I had previously saved in my favourites for a different yarn, but ended up making the Tchaikovsky hat by Helen Stewart. And I think this will be perfect for the olive and jack hat. I might even cast that on pretty soon. And then up here are some gifts. Oh, actually, this I bought from lovely Hayley of Ducky Darlings Yarn. You've heard me mention her before because she has donated yarn to the podcast for prizes. And she's got her own pin, and I had to have that. It's gorgeous. I love it. And Ellie, who I met from Craft House Magic, she gave me 2 of her little mini skeins because she dyes the most gorgeous yarn. But look, one of them is Land of Make Believe. I have the DK, a full DK skein of this, which a lovely viewer of this podcast actually bought me. So now I've got a little mini. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to probably put that in my my blanket, my corner-to-corner crochet blanket. And then these amazing yarns here. So I'm very, very lucky because Lorraine, who is Purple Rain 60, what was the numbers at the end? 67. She dyes yarn, and these are all self-striping, and she said that she dyes a special colourway for Fibre East each year. And this year I got one. Look at the little person wearing a little knitted crossover top that's stuck in it, and written on it is the colourway name and the name of the person who dyed it, which is Lorraine. I'll show you. Because over here is one she did especially for me. I'm so excited by this because it's called Destroy the Like Button. Just love it. There's my little person wearing a yellow top. So that is my very own Destroy the Like Button yarn. I'm so I just want to cast everything on immediately, but I've already got everything else cast on immediately, so I might have to put that on the side and look at it because it's so beautiful. I got some Bedfordshire honey from the Beekeeping Association that were there. I bought these lovely cards, and I can't remember the name of the stall, but she makes felted art, and she sells little cards with images of her art, and I love these because I think those would be really good to include and send when I send little parcels to other yarny friends. I finally got myself a gauge. I've wanted one of these for ages, and the stall in question sells all plastic ones, but they also sell wooden ones, so that's what I got. Really pleased that I got one of those. I got a gigantic hank of yarn. This is just 100% pure wool, and it's got little nips in it, which I don't normally like because they just verge too closely on the side of bobbles, but they're quite tame nips, so I think I'm okay with them. And there is 400 grams there, and I got that for £10. And the reason I got it is I want it for dyeing, and it was such a good value thing to get that I couldn't help myself. So I'm going to skein that up and probably dye that for minis, for swaps and other, just for fun. It's always nice to have some undyed yarn. This is from Pickle Lily. My sister got one of her lovely little sock bags, and we were having a chat, and she gave me a surprise. Actually, yeah, that's a point. I better check with that. So she gave me one of these surprise boxes. I've opened it, and it is full of the most gorgeous, gorgeous things for the most gorgeous, gorgeous theme. But I won't say any more because I have another one to give away on the podcast. So I'm just going to probably message Jo and just find out if they're the same or different on the inside. And whether I want to keep that a surprise or share it with you. But thank you so much, Jo, for that. Over here is a little pile of gifts from Lou, who is Foxy Yarn. She knows how much I like lobsters. So I think these are from Tiger. I've got a lobster pencil case, which is going to be a lobster crochet hook holder. I have a lobster pom-pom pen, and this beautiful lobster coaster, which I'm not going to use as a coaster. I'm going to prop that up and have it as a little piece of art in my kitchen. I've got a load of little lobster prints and things now that I want to frame and put up as a little sort of lobster wall. That'll be fun. I keep all the cards and things that people send me that have got lobsters on. And then finally I've got the pattern for Brian the Penguin. So you would have seen the gigantic penguin in the little vlog before this. Brian the Penguin is a free pattern that we got from Made by Penguins, who had lovely, lovely yarn, and they were lovely people to talk to, and they were giving out these patterns, and they also gave us a bag in exchange for mentioning them on Instagram or on the podcast. So I got a lovely little bag which I can now use when I go to the Southern Wool Show to fill with yarn. Not that I need any more. So yeah, there you go. Those are the spoils. And thank you to everyone that I saw, and everyone that gave me something, and everyone that gave me a hug, and everyone that talked to me. It was just the best day. I feel a little bit yarn hungover this morning.